This is the affordable housing update. Just listed properties that are, I think, might be prime investment opportunities or just wise purchases, depending on what you are looking for. We are in the area of Lake Allatoona, essentially in northwest Atlanta metro area. We're going to start up in Jasper. Pretend you're on 575. Pretend you're going to drive down and going to hit Ball Ground, Canton, Woodstock, Kennesaw. Then you're going to turn right back up. And does it go this way? I forget the way the mirrors look in this. But then you're going to go up 75 and we're going to hit Cartersville and adairsville. I don't think I might have something in can't remember the name of that next town north of there. It's amazing what happens when you get behind a camera on the internet. I was supposed to be live today, but I had technical issues. Another quick thing is I am changing. I probably should have planned this a little bit better. Everything I've been putting out so far has been under investing in Georgia. I am actually reverting to my previous company's name, a resecured capital. So I don't know if I'm going to shorten that to resecured or whatnot, but they say I can't change my name more than every 60 days. So I guess I'm stuck with resecured capital now. I basically just put my old stuff back up. I tried to make some changes and I don't know. I think I finally got a plan for, I guess, where I'm going forward with this from here. But let's dive in. So I'm going to have timestamps on each of these if you're only interested in one area, or you can just watch the map and where I'm looking at. But yeah, we're going to start up on the 575, drive down to 75, and then back up 75, up Cartersville. I'll put the timestamps down below, and I'll try to update them as this goes on. So let's take a look. I put everything in Redfin just because I don't want to show any information I'm not supposed to show through the Realtor, MLS, etc. That is why it is on there. And I also think it's just generally more user friendly, especially to be live, and you'll get a better idea. You can relate a little better, I guess. I don't know. You tell me. What else was there? I was going to go over something else. There are a lot of properties coming on the market and not many are selling. I'm going to do another sold update here in the next day or two. But so a lot of these properties, even what they're listed at, that does not mean that is what they are selling for. So I know it sounds, this is a great time to buy for one reason. Well, first of all, why it might not be a good time to buy for you. Even the best deal purchased at the right time can be disastrous. I don't want disastrous is a bad word, but that's how I lost my previous company. I had some great deals, the timing was bad, a few things went wrong, and pew, there it goes. So the number one thing is, if it's a good time for you, this is a good time to buy. That's going to be your number one rule. Even if it's a great time to buy, as they say, and it's a great deal and it's a bad time for you, you shouldn't buy a house. If it's a good time for you, this is a very good time for one specific reason. There are a lot of houses coming on the market and there are not a lot of buyers. So you are going to be, once you find a motivated seller, you're going to be able to get a deal. Finding the motivated seller might not be so easy, but you just got to keep putting not too much of a fisher, but you got to fish. What's it? Oh, I can't think of any metaphors or similes. But yeah, you got to be out there, make offers. If it's a good time to buy, you're going to be able to find some good deals. So let's take a look at some of them that are new this week that I think will be a good deal. So first of all, I'm going to make a mark that I took 4 minutes and 35 seconds just to get into this part, right? All right, so let's go over to Jasper. I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go, and also, so I was going to go live. I had some technical issues earlier. I used to do all my stuff live, then I stopped. And so for my shadow is a little off today. So hopefully, so this is not everything that's new in the market. These are the ones that kind of caught my eye. I haven't looked at a lot of them. Some of them just caught my eye, and I'm going to try to make this fast. And $325 up in Ball Ground. I didn't have any in Jasper apparently this week. Yeah, this is a good deal. It's fair. It's fair market. Just about what they go for in this neighborhood. $325 up in Ball Ground. It's about what they go for. I did have something up in Jasper. See, look at me, I'm messing up already. $300,000 in Jasper. It looks nice. Townhome, whatever. You always gotta. It does look nice. How far? Were we pretty close to downtown? Nah. That's pretty good. Looks good. What's the HOA? Does it say? $136 a month. We'll see what that includes. I'm not gonna dig into all that, but there we go. It looks nice. Looks to be nice and well and recent. You're gonna take a look? Nah, you get the idea. There's gonna be a lot of other opportunities. Oh, what's it? What, $265? I like saving whatever $35,000. But so you're not gonna have an HOA. You only got 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, 900 square feet. It's about the same area, right there. Good location, not great, that's for sure. All right, I want to see how nice this little thing is, and let's see what. All right, first of all, I'm seeing they didn't take good pictures. Welcome to this charming 2 bedroom, 2 bath home located in downtown Jasper. Okay, decent listing, bad pictures. What's that on the roof? I like metal roofs. Obviously, what could we do to liven this up? As much as I say, put some flowers here. You got a straight box. You want to make it not just a straight box. Think even, I don't know, some different color gutters here, painting. Everything's just kind of bland colors. So I would add some flowers, add some color, paint these a different color, paint the windows. I don't know, paint the gutters, do something. But we got bad pictures. Let's see what we got. So, because it's been a thing, you don't want to highlight. It'd be better to go up a tighter picture on this, because I mean, like, yeah, you're gonna have a brown yard. This would be a much better picture. So we've got a front door, we got a side door, we got the air conditioner. It's a small rancher. What can? So, I guess they were on the right path. I found a couple rocks. See the bad pictures. It's only a couple $100 to get some nice professional pictures. And I think and the colors, I guess obviously that's up to y'all, whatever you like. But I think these two colors are kind of too close. So and that's kind of just dark. So I think if you bring it up. The lighter color here and say for example, and I'm just going for generic stuff here, but if you want to go like a white here and then like a brighter color up top, I think it's really going to separate, because it kind of just looks like the floor goes from here to there, you know. That's what I would do. Ceiling fans are great if you live in them. They're not so great for pictures, especially get a new ceiling fan with all the bulbs hanging down. I would highly recommend that. But I think, yeah, it's going to add a whole lot more personality if you, because it's a prime spot with that wainscoting type stuff to add 2 different colors in there to really make this house pop. You got a nice backsplash, whatever. You got the HGTV sink. It looks nice. That's what I would do. I'm not gonna. So let's fly. Interesting. I mean, yeah, it's tiny. It is what it is. Oh, you got 2 baths? Did I not see that was a 2 bath? No way. I should hurry this up. All right. Well, that's what you get. If you got more questions, you know where it is. You can ask me about it. Now we're going down to Canton. We bypassed Canton. There's a new construction going on in River Green for like 400. I try not to do new construction. Sometimes I'll bring them up. Oh, 315 in Canton. This is going to be right outside of the city limits, right down here. But it's a very convenient location. It's kind of the best of both worlds. Though you kind of going to get, when you're driving down here, you're going to be like, where am I? Am I lost? Yeah. There's grocery stores right here, and you're right near the interstate. So this is a good location. So we got two. Well, let's start at 302. Oh, so we're in Canton. Let me make a note. We're at 302. Where is my time? 11 minutes. I got it choppity. 302. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,800 square foot. Looks nice. Yeah, to Valley Crossing. 203. Included 100-day warranty with buyer activation. $161 a month. HOA. We're not going to go into the detail what all that includes, but so that's nice. It's a 3-level. You got or at least that kind of split level type thing on the front entryway, right? Yeah. Am I right? I think I'm right. Looks nice. I'd recommend that one, 302. What's what I get for 315? Is it any bigger? It's smaller. You can pay more and get less. But obviously it depends how these are done on the inside. $193 a month, HOA. Ash Street. I think all these are in the same neighborhood, so I don't know why. Or maybe they do it based off square feet or something. I don't know. But no, they're a nice one. So you can get into Canton. You get into the great schools for $300,000. Not that it's cheap, but we got 300,000. Oh yeah, this one caught my eye. This is I'm trying to figure out what the deal is with this one. Investor special. Okay, so it does going to have some issues needed. Has good bones. This house needs some work and is being sold as is. Cash or conventional financing only, which means it's going to be no FHA type loans because it assumably doesn't qualify. Let's see what it is. Is it structural? It looks all okay. Now we're getting to see a little dirtiness here. But usually, it's got to be some structural issues or something. Why is this not going to be an FHA? You want to pull? We're not going to dive into that, but it's got some issues. That's why it caught my eye because that's pretty cheap for that part of 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 263. Obviously, these are always good for if you're doing a rental, if you had like a roommate plan, like two professionals or something, if you're going to school, something like that. Might be a good idea. Looks pretty good. So it is a town home, right? What's the HOA? What's your HOA? 200 a month. So here we under 2,000. There we go. Bam, bam. Are we down to what's 320? Why did I? This is pretty far out for what I. That's pretty cheap for Woodstock. That's why I checked it. Looks pretty nice. Amazing opportunity. See, told you. It's amazing. They wouldn't lie. Marketing doesn't lie. So yeah, I am going to try to be doing some more videos. I took some time off, trying to figure out how I'm going to proceed. I got the kids in school again. And so I'm going to be starting up a couple things. I'm going to be doing some more videos. If you have any questions, feel free, even if you don't want to use me as an agent or contractor, you can feel free to contact me. If it's a quick question, I'll help you. My number is in the info below. $315, 1,800 square feet. Take a gander. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Pretty good for the location, especially. I like it. If that's what you're looking for, I think that's a good option. You're near the lake. You're in a nice area. This is, I think, Freedom School. Freedom and Liberty. That's how I remember. Oh no, Boston and E.T. Booth and Etowah High School. Yeah, so it is in Town Lake. They don't. And what, 360? I usually don't check those. Ooh, it looked 360 down here. I don't know why I checked this one. Acorn Lane, that's a pretty cool name. It's getting out of my normal. Looks nice. They did a good job with that. Looks well marketed. Let's see, they took the time, they put some nice straw down. So they're actually trying to present this thing well, which is better than most. This might be a flip. Some of the things that are telling me this are, I guess this looks like a fairly cheap carpet. All the walls are the same color. It looks like we got new floors. Looks like they did a kind of did their best with the kitchen to make it look nice. But I'm not sure. It's well taken care of. Some flips are great. Some are not. It helps if you have someone that knows what they're doing. So if you are going to buy a house that might have been flipped, definitely get a good, strong agent that knows what they're doing. Not just I guess even from a construction side as well on that topic. And hold on. Because there are a lot of ways that you can hide things. Obviously, it's well known the way you can hide things. Flippers do. I have renovated many a house and flipped many, and the things you look at, that nice green grass. I'm gonna take a picture just because I got really good pictures of the grass. Take away those two things. Put some nice low things in there. They're taken away from your house. See, I like those columns. I'd paint those columns a different color, and that door could use an update on the paint and take off the screen. That's what I would do. Paint these two columns, get rid of those things. Make these fake shutters. Okay, they're real shutters. I understand they're not functional shutters. Paint those and paint your windows and paint these, and I think you can transform this house the way it looks really easily. Then they went from good pictures to not good pictures. My flip radar is going off as well again. Wait, what was that? Okay, I just see the. Okay, no, that looks fine. Looked like it might have been a cheap tile job, but it looks fine from here. I'd definitely take a closer look, but excuse me. You definitely want to paint that, or you definitely want to stain it, ideally. But I think that if it's been painted, you're probably gonna have to paint it again. That's the way that generally works. I always recommend do not paint deck. Try to stain it. But if you do, you probably, because once you do, you're gonna have to you're not gonna be able to go back. All right, so let's head. I got that. What was that? That 360? Which one was this? Oh no, that is this one, right? 340. Okay. Good deal. All right, so this is now we're getting back into. I was getting worried when I was going through these. Like, I don't have any really cheapies. I like getting that. Then we did good on this side. So 270, 2-bedroom, 2-bath in Kennesaw. Obviously, you can go towards your demographic of. Excuse me. Let me drink my tea. Go towards the demographic of. Students, etc. Yeah, Kennesaw College. Skip the dorm, skip the rent. See, they got this thing planned. Own the next 4 years instead. And say, let's see, I'm trying to think of how I want to go. Do I want to go into... I think if you're planning on holding for 4 years, you should be fine with prices, etc. Do you recommend, at least 5? Planning to stay here, because we're going to have at best modest appreciation. I don't think we're going to have any major declines, but I don't try to get into predictions too much. So there's one thing I have learned: I'm going to be wrong. But 280, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. See, we're another good deal up in Acworth. Off 92. Another one, 305. 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath. End unit. Let us see HOA on this. Oh, only 184. So assume you don't have to do yard work. Think about it. If you did have a house, it's probably going to cost you $100 a month anyways. I apologize. I did not sleep that much last night. It happens. Which is also why I'm drinking tea. I usually don't drink tea here. Kitchen. Laundry. Like how they have the signs up in case they get lost. They did a good job of removing the personality or whatever from the house. No pictures, and make it look like a blank canvas. I don't think it's staged. But they got all the, those I don't want to say generic, common decorations in the house that are making it seem like a blank canvas. There's someone living there. I say it's better to have those, all those, even your dollar store decorations in the house are going to be a lot better than your highly personalized things, just because if you have a lot of highly personalized things, people are going to think that they're breaking and entering a house, which is not a good feeling to have when you're it's a little bit of an unsettling feeling. If you feel all right, I think we might have an opportunity here. What is this picture? There's a million. So first we want to take this down. Get a better picture. Don't have this wall in there. They need to pressure wash this wall too. That's the first thing you see. You always see it's up a hill. It's not great. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but this is pretty cheap. See the way that they shouldn't have. I'd want a tighter picture on that or further back. But it looks like your back's against the wall, so they probably didn't have much of an option with that. But this thing is not... So trim that back. I mean, if I should have gone from the other side, maybe it'll flip her. Oh my gosh, that looks scary. Is there anyone else that think they're going to die Was it the? Looks like the scene from The Exorcist where the guy falls down the stairs. That was scary. So I think this might be a good opportunity for someone because this is not showing well. They did a good job. Look at all the beautiful lines. They got all those beautiful lines in the carpet, and they didn't take good pictures of it. What a tragedy. Black doors, I mean, that's down to your personal style. But yeah, so I think that one's going to be a deal for someone because I don't think that's going to get a whole, unless they just priced it really right. Yeah, $210. You can get, so it's just, as I've said many times before, you can get some pretty good deals on townhouses and stuff right around Acworth. They have stayed pretty affordable, but they are generally not the nicest townhouse little. So if you want to buy it for like a long-term appreciation, I think it's definitely going to be a winner. Never want to say definitely. I think there's a very good chance that a lot of those townhouse things are going to eventually improve, but I guess they still have a lot of critical mass to gain, shall we say. There's a lot of those little townhouse neighborhoods that are just kind of like sketchy all the way around. And for some reason, they haven't improved that much in price and area. People aren't maintaining them. I mean, it's $200,000. I don't know. It's getting a lot of very private TLC in exchange for almost half an acre. I don't know about the pricing on this one. And it's definitely, I don't know. Okay, what can you get? So my first assumption is that this is not a year-round access even. So let's see, 150, one bedroom, 1.5 bath. That's impressive. 460 square feet. Looks nice. So is this a year-round? First of all, this might not be a year-round. I mean, it's pretty tiny. Obviously, this is just a thing above. And also, you might have like a lot rent. Yeah, Kings can't work up. What we're going to want to see is, first of all, we can stay here year-round. Second of all, what it costs to like rent the spot where you're at. Because a lot of times I'll have that. So let's take a look. Oh, you get its own personal dock. Nice. The dock has 2 jet ski ports. There's a monthly core marina fee. Not yet, $900 marina fee. Cabin cannot be used as a rental or full-time residence. So there you go. You own the cabin and the dock, but not the land. The feeling that was going to be one of those issues, but that's a lot of money per month. If you're looking for an affordable place, it's probably not going to be your best option, obviously, but you're right on the water. Ooh, $300,000 in Emerson. Pretty big, 2,100 square feet. I think they're including that addition on the back, I assume. I think that looks like that room. Move in ready on basement. I'm gonna hurry. Oh yeah, so I'm over at Acworth. What time is it now? How long have I been babbling about? 30 minutes. Okay, I'm not doing too bad. Sorry. I'm a pencil and paper guy. Use these big pens, big pencils. I don't know if you can see this. Just your standard thing. I've been using them since I was like 8. Always like mechanical pencils. case you want to know something about me. But I'm actually from Cobb County, born and raised. West Cobb, not East Cobb. I'm kind of confused. So I thought this was going to be like a great deal, but it's not very updated-y. There's still a lot of space for, you got a window unit in the kitchen. That's generally not your most desirable thing. If you have a boy or a girl, it's very good for you. So I don't know about I thought that was going to be a great value. It's still big and it's cheap. Especially if you have a boy and a girl, it's going to be a good option. $325, 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's like a 60s ranch. Seller relocating, bring offers. So yeah, I think, how close to downtown is it? Okay, it's a pretty good location. I'd want to take a look at that one. It's definitely going to need some... I think in the long term you're going to be... Say, make an offer. You never know. Especially if they say it. If they say they're going to bring all offers and they've moved, they just want it done with. So if you be the right person at the right time, maybe they like you. Maybe you have a good agent. Maybe you're lucky. Maybe you keep at them and break them down, then in 3 weeks after you're the one that keeps calling back saying, all right, we'll take your offer. 260. I mean, this foe is further out. I thought it was closer. I like the downtown areas. So I think, well, ooh, it's nice charm. Is this a 40s? This got 40s vibes. Post-war. It's funny, I didn't get that at first. Yeah. $330. It's nice and big. Price reduced. New roof. Price reduced. You just got listed. Let's see. Another thing you can always check is... They didn't reduce the price. They just listed it. Unless it was somewhere else. I don't know. It's a potential. Depending on what you're looking for. It's nice and big. Oh, I didn't update Cartersville. I'm in Cartersville now. Mrs. Carter. I'm not going to do that. That was $330. Dude, I didn't go over here. Boy, you get a power line for $275,000. In the heart of Cartersville? No. Unless it's, they just got the address wrong. Howard. Alright, I'm intrigued. Is this the only picture? Oh. Did I really? Is that really it? It's almost an acre. What is the deal with this? This is a poorly marketed property. This is an opportunity. Is this for sale by... Is this an agent? That's an agent that did that? Yowza. Get it. It's on 5 days too. Boy, they did not... I wonder if they got the... Is that Fowler? Yeah. Eek. $250 near the hospital. Another good option for 2-bedroom, 2-bath, good lands, roommate layout. I think I'm liking this one. This would definitely be a good opportunity if you want to stay there and you're someone at the hospital or going to, there's a school right there too. Move in ready, low maintenance living. HOA is $176 a month. It probably includes your exterior work and etc. And not your paint and all that, but landscaping. Did I do? Oh, let's go to 175. Oh yeah. So this one, it's not nice, but it looks even worse. So I was like 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath for 175. I mean, so this looks like an office building, obviously, if you ask me. But it's a little bit. It looks like a not very nice apartment complex. Like when you actually look at it, because I was kind of intrigued. I already looked at this one, but it makes it look like even worse than it is. So it does look better than this, not much, but a little bit better. So we got bad pictures, and look at this. And the place looks fine you can't really complain for the price. Well, obviously you can. Complaining is something very good. So we got the AC unit there, and see, when you just got these kind of dingy pictures. Oh, it's a hall, so that was a closet. You can't do that, but that's a hallway. That's fine. You can paint the covers of those too. Maybe not like technically, but it doesn't really do anything. Not exactly sure on that. For it's a galley kitchen, and it's a small place. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not. I think I already looked at it. I was intrigued by I think of a pretty not nice apartment complex is kind of what it looks like, but it looks better than in 175. What was that, 1 bedroom or is it 2 bed? Yeah, 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath. So this one I wanted to bring up. So one of the big thing, obviously I wanted to know how old this solar is. That's my first question. Because, it does protect the roof, However, when you need to get a new roof, your roofer is not going to take that thing off for free. And, there's going to be some repairs. And you can tell this roof already has some repairs. So that tells me this might be one of the older solar. So this might be a hindrance or a negative. Bring your vision, yeah. So that tells me a lot of this stuff is you're just going to want to chunk that. That's just my brief assumption, especially if you're an investor. You don't want to put all that stuff back on because most people don't really care about that. And they don't give you pictures of the inside. I always think that's always a bad, because I've bought a lot of properties in very bad shape. See, this has been on 6 days, only has one favorite, so it's not going very popular. I always put pictures because I think people don't put pictures on because they don't want people to get scared away by it. But the people that would buy a house, the people that would buy the house that needs a lot of work are going to assume it's even worse. And you can tell by the blinds, even, and all that other stuff hasn't been maintained. So I'm thinking really bad. If you're not putting pictures, I'm thinking it's really bad. So I'm going to, excuse me, even on really bad, nasty houses, show the pictures to make them waste their time coming out. Because what you don't show is, you're thinking it's horrible. So I'm like, if they don't show any pictures, I'm assuming this place is completely trash, there's major structural work, etc. And the price doesn't reflect that. So it's 1,256 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath for $250. I mean, it's a good deal, but it's a ways out. But if they don't have any pictures, I'm assuming it needs $100,000 worth of work, and that's not a good deal. All right, 305. Walk. Cut the grass. That's my. So I got a this looks nice, right? House looks okay, not great, but the grass is long, and they got shadows on the house, and obviously the sun you can't really predict it. But cut the grass. You can cut the grass, right? See, let's see. Let's look at these pictures. Doesn't that look like you want to be there? And it looks like you're gonna walk through there. You're gonna have like, there's my puppy Treats. I don't know if he'll show. Let's see. Can we get him in? Are you in? Let's see. Hey, puppy. There he is. He's a frequent contributor to the channel. That's Treats. Hey, puppy. I'll go back. Sorry. So yeah, it looks like you're gonna walk through this, and you're gonna have like those what do you call those little things that stick on you? The hitchhikers, travelers, or those things that go everywhere and stick on your shoelaces and stuff. You know, like looking out for snakes and yellow jackets' nests. Like, so we're still on the outside. Oh, now we got them growing up the house. I'm like, okay, is there a rotting issue? What, am I gonna have rot? Then it looks nice. What's the deal? First, I think this is virtually staged. But you know, it looks nice. They got like, you know, this shows well. I mean, all you had to do was take these out and put them in the closet that they were previously covering. What's this? So to see, even in these pictures. Now the question is, why? Is this a flip that went? Because you see, we don't have a shower head, and see all this like inconsistent grouting work, like right there. Something, and you see this sloppy line on the side of the tile, the paint line. Oh, that's damage there. So I'm thinking this might be a flood damage or a flip gone bad. Let's go back. Let's do a little bit more. I don't think that's maybe it's a flip. No, I don't. Maybe they had some. Maybe they just had some. Is that some fresh? My guess is that's a fresh. They had a sewer line leak. And now we're downstairs. Got another one. Yeah, so usually if they cut off, you know, like 4 feet or something below the ground, 3 feet, 2 feet, whatever it is. They had water. It's also this baseboard is torn off. Telling me there was water. So it's got a lot of space. Now, let's read the description. I like to mix it up. Sometimes I do that. Discover the possibilities. Yep, see, at least they started off with it needs some work. Okay, so I had this one's only been on for 20 hours and has 2 favorites. So it's a lot, going a lot better. Those pictures help, even if you're essentially showing that there is flood damage and that it's not very welcoming. I think it's better. Oh, 253. I'm liking the way this is going. What is wrong? What is wrong? What are we going to do if we buy this house? We're going to take out all these things, put nice little colorful flowers in it, little ones. All this takes away from your house. You fit some in there, but you don't. That's a whole wall of them. Leave a few of them. I'll let you leave a few of them. I wouldn't, but it's fine if you do. Oh, okay. That's how I was noticing. These are open doors. There's a couple of them. They're the ones that include the 100-day home warranty. Open door. Do I have a hot take on open door? I don't like open door. They are generally not good deals. They're not bad. So it all depends. I've never seen one where they did a good job renovating it. But, if the previous owner did a good job keeping up with the house in general, that could be a great house. So a lot of, especially their offers aren't as good as they were, but for a while, man, their offers were better than what you could get on the market. So we're up in Cartersville. I'm liking this one. 253, open door. Good. Well, because open door, they're always move-inable. And you'll probably want to do some stuff. Basically all they do is they get the cheapest everything, painters and all that in there. So this is going to be some rough spots, but this looks like a pretty good deal. If you ask me. I don't know this specific area. Oh, yeah, no, I do actually. I was looking at some land over here. I think was it on Vaughn? I forget if it was on Vaughn or Old Grassdale. Was he right here or right there? So maybe it was off Keith. Anyways, it doesn't really matter right now. Oop, did I mess something up? No. Okay. Oh, well, I kind of did. Let me go back. So, did I do these? I just did this one, 253. Okay, now I got this, and Adairsville is next. 260, we're up in White, Georgia. 260, too bad one. Looks nice. You got the garage. Definitely could use some updating. Let's take a quick look and let's look at what they say. One of a kind opportunity on Highway 411. 411. This unique property offers far more than meets the eye. In addition to the residence, you'll find a commercial grade 20 by 30 shop with a large roll-up door, and an additional workshop, separate storage building, and a converted mobile home transformed into a private hot tub retreat. All right, I gotta see this. First of all, let me reread this. And a converted mobile home transformed into a private hot tub retreat. Oh, please have pictures of this. I want to see this. So this is obviously going to be, might not be the best for a rental property, but especially if you got tools or something, that sounded like it's going to be in your workshop. And let's take a gander. So obviously, let's see, there's the buildings back there. It's got pretty decent curb appeal. So you got some, I'd trim, they're fine. I'd trim them down myself, but they don't take away from the house much. They are going to bring, is that a Japanese maple? They are going to bring moisture and stuff near the house, which I don't like. But I think these are good. They don't take away too much from the house. The house, you can see the bottom of it. That's a good point. That's one thing I don't like about the shrubs. When you don't see the bottom of the house, it just looks like a weird window floating or something. You can see this. You can see the window in context, so it makes the window stand out more. So as much as I still think this is a little too much shrubs, but this looks good. It's my opinion. So it's a good looking house. Okay, they're just repeating some pictures. So we got 47 photos. What could we do? obviously painting the paneling. The paneling sometimes it's just a easy peel off type thing, and you can get it off pretty easy with just some light wall repair to moderate, I would say. And sometimes it's you should just leave it up there or go over it. That's what I say. Look over at drywall. So we got that textured ceiling, which is not a tiny one, but it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you can buy paint at Home Depot. That's interesting. If you can, take these off, but then you're running the issue with the crown all the way around. But you can just paint that. It's going to look a lot better. And like if you just, the choice of paint in this, and you can even paint I would recommend painting the cabinets here or doing something. I'm sure what might be cool. So you got like those lines in there around the cabinets. If you were DIY type thing, just make that non-black and make it white. It's gonna stand out and make it, or whatever, match whatever backsplash or paint there. That'd be a good easy way to make it stand out. Those exposed hinges, really, that's one of those things that obviously dates a house, but in order to repair them and to cover them up, you got to paint everything. So there have been some good ones. You got the old flooring, but it looks in good shape. Rugs are cheap. There's a freezer. This is interesting. Oh wait, what was that ceiling? Huh. So it's like drop ceiling installed like batten board. Interesting. I've never seen that before. You never. Houses are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I don't hate it, but so like, I mean, obviously, this isn't the most in demand color. I think if you paint those walls a different color, I don't know, you'd probably have to experiment with that. Had to put some towels there, some decorations. It looks to be in good shape. Might not be too bad. All these ceilings, I don't know if I have too much advice for you on that one. I want to see this mobile home. Oh, okay. So I thought it was going to be like a big old thing. Okay, so this is better than So this was like a mobile home? Or was it a camper? For some reason I thought they said mobile. I gotta figure this one out. It was here, right? Yeah. 2,1,260. Okay, mobile. Okay, so I was picturing like a full. This is a little. I don't know. It looks smaller. So it looks a lot better than That's pretty. It's kind of cool, actually. If you like hot tubs and not being outside. I wanted to make fun of them, but that's actually kind of cool. See, I was picturing like this with a hot tub in it. Oh, hey, 260. I mean, you do work. I think that would be a very good deal for the right owner, even at the price it is right now. The key thing is the right owner. At $275, look what you get for not too much more. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,100 square feet, beautifully updated. But you are not going to have a mobile home converted. See, let's see. All right, good pictures, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pictures of the front before we even get to the front door. Virtual stage. So they have a lockbox. I think they can leave that on there at the beginning before it's listed. But they should have Supra on it. $275. I mean, as someone that doesn't need the extra storage really and all that other, like the hot tub, I would definitely go with this one over that other one for $15,000 more. Because remember, make an offer. Just make an offer. Oh, I do have one up in Calhoun. So to say, I couldn't think of the name of that place earlier. We got some interesting colors. What time am I at? I'm getting tired. I think we're going to wrap this up pretty soon. Oh yeah, we're at 56 minutes. Let me make 56 minutes and because we are in Adairsville. I gotta hurry. See, that's a good example of what they did, the contrasting the lines like that. I was telling you to try to match those interior lines to another color, so I think they painted that. I don't know why you would paint that and put back on those hinges, but it looks good. I think that looks a world better. It looks modern. Well, I love the lines. I wish that they didn't go at an angle like that, but you know. I'll take what I can get. So let me see. I think I'll make some money just by painting this place. But it looks nice. What was this one? $275. I think you'd be able to get that for less, I think. Right? So this looks a lot nicer. What's your HOA here? A beautiful place to plant your roots. Excuse me. See, 2 days, 4 favorites. Always look at these. Compare all the ones you're looking at. That's a good gauge of how popular it is and how much activity they're getting. 47 Celtic Court. What was I doing? I was checking the HOA. $161 a month. Welcome, friends. Well, thank you, friends. And I did that one. That's 2. No, that's 2 now. Okay, that's this one. Excuse me. Hall Station Road, Northwest, Adairsville, 301, 265, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet. I'm liking it. You don't want to go that small, but I like that. And though I think it would look better with flowers. Yeah, flowers don't live for that long. It takes a lot of work, etc. So I get it. Yeah, because you know what? I don't have flowers. I don't do flowers. Whoa, I just got a message for an arborist. Isn't that crazy? From an arborist. They're like, do you want me to cut something down for you? I don't know if I talk about it enough. Eventually they're going to call. How can we change this layout? I mean, see, I think we can, so we got the doorway there. I think you can move the table a little further out. Something, because this is not going to help your, I don't know, it's kind of a weird, it's got, looks like it's a high chair. It's kind of really old style, kind of really modern style at the same time. But yeah, I definitely want to see if we can move that further out that way, because it's not, and you can't, so I guess what do they call it, the triangle or whatever. So you got your dishwasher, sink, stove, and fridge straight across. You're going to be bumping across that every time you got to go to the fridge. I don't think so. Not ideal. This is a really weird mixture of like modern and really old. These look like they're glazed. So the glazing of tiles looks really good. It does come off though. That's what I'm saying. And it's hard to get it to match. You kind of gotta say if you get a chip on it, in order to paint it back, you kind of gotta. What I've done is you get a razor, just cut along that square, and you try to match it as close as possible. And it's going to be really hard to match because you don't get a whole bunch of colors in the glaze specific things. So what I've done is actually take that, if it's not at a wet, like a spot that gets wet, actually get the color match to it, and just paint it with regular waterproof exterior paint with the proper sheen. But I mean, yeah, and those old tiles, they can last, I don't want to say forever, but they can be, I guess that's from the 50s and stuff, and they still look perfectly fine. We got one last one. Oh, I didn't make it up to, oh no, I did. Calhoun, $199, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Good roommate plan for $200,000. 140. Oh no, that's not the HOA. 135 for HOA. Let's see, it's an end, right? Is it 270? Oh, 272, so it's not the end, so it's right there. You get the bay windows. Even this kind of got they are known for rot, but I think the spot, because you got that there, you should be covered. I think the worst aspects of the rot should be prevented. You get a parking spot right there. That looks nice. Not, so I mean, you get a little too much personality here. I mean, that's a cool old gun. And yeah, you have a deer on the wall. It's kind of, I mean, I guess we are up in Calhoun, but still. Generally, you want to have those off. The gun, see, look, a lot of very strong style wise. I guess that's a cow hide of some sort. And it's cool. It's kind of ugly. I'd say it can be cool and ugly at the same time. How about that? That's a cool gun. From a cosmetic aspect. Yet again, not a good idea to have in your house. Like on this. Oh, now I see. I didn't even catch what that was. I got an itchy nose. It's nice and modern. So I probably spent a lot of money on that. What is that? Oh, That's those things that are rubber duckies, like the Jeep people. I wonder if they drive a Jeep. Okay, so you got a nice little hot tub there. I'd want to check the foundation that's on. Oh, I would get rid of that thing. Chances are. Wait, I thought this wasn't the end unit. Let's see if you got that there. Hold on. 272, so it's here. Maybe it's a double end unit. I'm confused. Maybe it just goes out like that. Maybe that's just, so if they got a hot tub on the second floor of the deck. Wow, whoa. Even if it's not a big one, it's still, you got a pool. Pools are nice. Tennis is nice. Alright, that is it. Be a good one. Hopefully it'll be live next week. I'm going to be having, if you made it this far, I'm going to have the sales and all that, the market status we're looking at. Until then, bye-bye.